Good day everyone, this is Bernadette Emma Galing and I'll be reporting location planning and analysis. So we have here 6 learning objectives, and first we will be able to know and eventually list some of the main reasons for the need in making location decisions, explain why these are important, the options, factors that affects this decision, the process for making such, and we'll be able also to solve typical problems that relates to this. So going on, we will talk first about the need for location decisions. So companies, aside from the purpose of expanding their business, needs location decisions as marketing strategy. First, here is the marketing strategy wherein they will be able to serve more people as well as market their product more. Kasi syempre kapag mas maraming tao, syempre mas malawak yung mamamarketan mo, and you can use this location decisions as marketing strategy. So, inclined with revenue o yung kita naman is the second, which is the cost of doing business. So, companies must make wise decisions, not just concerns the sales, but the cost of doing it. So, mas malaki, para mas malaking bottom line. Kasi, kapag malaki nga yung sales mo, kung mataas din naman yung cost of doing business mo, so wala din yung bottom line mo or what you call the profit. So next is growth, as mentioned earlier, which mainly concerns the expansion of the business. And last is the depletion of resources or the availability of resources in particular area or place. So just like for instance, when the business needs wood or lumber and it is lacking in their area of business, there will be a need of location decisions as to where these resources are available. So these decisions daw ay important for long-term commitment or cost and impact on investment, revenues, and operations. Kagaya nga nung sinabi ko kanina, nakaka-apekto siya sa bottom line, which involves the cost and the revenue and the supply chain of the company, because this affects the general business processes of the business, especially yung production of product at yung pag-provide nila ng services. So in making these decisions, companies have the objectives of generating profit in the future. Dahil mas marami ang target na customer, mas malaki ang possible na kita kasi mas marami kang nabebentahan, kaya mas malaki ang profit. So, profit potential. When a company already decides as to their location, it is assumed that it is the best place and no single location may be better. Number 2 is no single location may be better than that of the others. So moreover, in the process, they will be able to identify several locations and choose among them. Next is the location options, wherein businesses have the options to employ existing facilities, add new facilities, or likewise move, which will depend on whatever they think suits and will best serve the company's short-term and long-term objectives. In making location decisions, there are steps companies usually employ, and these are first to decide on the criteria as to how they will decide with regards to the need of the company. Identify the important factors, which are factors that can affect the process or the survival and growth of the company in the future. Third is to develop location alternatives, wherein this includes alternatives that are available in cases an unforeseen event take place. Next is to evaluate the alternatives, and finally, make the selection and decision. In relation to the second step in making location decision, which is to identify important factors, here are some location decision factors that are usually considered, and these are the regional factors, community considerations, multiple plant strategies, and site-related factors. First in the list is the regional factors, which concerns the particular region of interest of the company. So companies first assess as to the location of raw materials as well as the location of markets para maging efficient and effective yung processes ng company. They also consider labor factors and of course climate and taxes in the place, which are essential for the better understanding of the new environment they will operate and go through. Next is the community considerations, which as compared to regional factors is more specific, wherein here it focuses mainly on the people's quality life, their attitudes, services, taxes, environmental regulations, utilities and developer support, or on how they will adapt to the particular community. Next is the multiple plant strategies, which mainly concerns about the product plant and process plant or the production strategies, and market area plant strategies which may be adopted or avoided by the company. And lastly, the site-related factors, which are specific to factors that will directly affect the business processes within the particular area. These are the land, transportation, environmental such as the things that needs to be cautioned or careful that will affect the company and the environment as well, and legal things that needs to be aware to avoid problems in the future such as litigation and the like. So before we proceed, just a short recap of the location decision factors. First is the regional factors, which involves yung mga raw materials doon sa lugar na yon, market labor factors, as well as climate and taxes. Second is the community consideration, which focuses on people such as their quality life, attitudes, and the like. Third is the multiple plant strategies, which includes product, process, and market area strategy. And lastly is the site-related factors, kagaya ng land, transportation, environmental, and legal factors. Moving forward, when we talk about locations, the only limit is the capability and willingness of the company to go global. With this, they will be able to join trade agreements, which will eventually reduce cost of doing business worldwide. However, these days, with advanced technology, almost every company are going global. These have the benefits of being in the international market where people from different countries can avail your product. Through agreements and technology, cost and other bills are eliminated. Legal and regulatory policies are specifically identified and financial aspect is secured. There are disadvantages, however, in relation to transportation cost, which you will generate more cost because you go globally or worldwide. Your security is at risk because many people, many company is associated. Unskilled labor, import restrictions, and criticisms are there because you will face a lot of people with different cultures, beliefs, and traditions. So we will now proceed to evaluating locations, and first off is the cost or profit volume analysis, wherein in deciding locations, possible profit is seen to be one of the most important objective. And with this, as early as today, company must first evaluate and analyze the profit and cost that will be incurred in the future. In doing such, we need to determine the fixed and the variable cost, plot total costs, and determine the lowest total cost to decide where will be the next location of our business. So we have here an example of cost volume analysis wherein location A, B, C, and D have the fixed cost of $250, $100, $150, and $200,000 respectively, and variable cost of $11, $30, $20, and $35. And the assumptions in this illustration is that fixed costs are constant, variable costs are linear, output can be closely estimated, and only one product is involved. So here is the solution wherein we add the fixed cost and the variable cost to come up with the total cost. For location A, we add the $250,000 with a product of $11 and $10,000, which is $110,000, to come up with $360,000. Location B, $100,000 plus $30 times 10,000, which is 300,000, equivalent to 400,000. C, which we get by adding 150,000 plus 200,000, 20 times 10,000, 350,000. And location D with 200,000 and 350,000, which is equivalent to 550,000. So since location C has the lowest total cost, company will choose this location eventually. So aside from the cost profit volume analysis, companies can use transportation model, which is based. So aside from cost profit volume analysis as discussed earlier, companies can use transportation model, which is based on the movement cost of raw or finished goods, factor rating, which is based on quantitative and qualitative inputs, and center of gravity method, which is based on the minimum distribution. So that's all for the location planning and analysis, and up next is the decision theory, and I will be the one who will discuss this. So see you.